Adrienne back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be my December TBR. Alright y'all, this is it. This is it. Oh, I finally... Okay, welcome to Vlogmas day 3, hopefully. December is the month of projects for me, okay? This is where everything's obviously getting wrapped up, cramming to hit all my goals, but my two main ones are, well, actually I have three main goals for this TBR. One is to finish my little book of the month challenges, the little circles. So there's one that's like 12 books in general, which I already read. There's I think 3 or 4 debuts and I just need one more of those. But as of now, very end of November, if I finish the book I'm currently reading now, that would count for that. And then you have to read one page pusher, which is 400 plus pages. I have a book for that in this TBR. The second main project is to finish the last few books on my 22 books I have to read in 2022. So I'll link that video down below. It was actually filmed for Vlogmas last year, so full circle moment. I do mention someone from the past in that video, but we're gonna look past it. Just focus on the books, okay? Just focus on the books. So I have 8 more on that list that are gonna be on this TBR. I have to finish this manga series. That's not really like a main project. The third main project is to try to finish as many of my current reads as possible. So when I made that decision, I had 13 current reads. I now have, I think, 9 or 10, so still doable since I'm obviously in the middle of them. There are a couple of those that are like I just started, so if I don't finish those, because they're like big boys, so if I don't finish those, fine, but most of them I do want to give the old college try for, you know? I do talk about all of these. I do mention, I hopefully Editing Jan remembers not to include the synopses in the end of the year book tag. I've already filmed that as of now, and I did mention all of these books in the books I have to read by the end of the year question. So Editing Jan, hope you came through. In this, I'm gonna be talking about them more in depth. Oh, and in the end of the year book tag, I do talk about which page I'm on for each book, so I'm not gonna go into that for this video. I'm just trying to mix up what y'all are seeing, okay? First book I always start off with for my monthly TBRs is my book club pick for the month, which I have to go grab. Hold please. If you didn't know, I host a book club all by myself. It's called the Full Moon Book Club. All the information will be linked down below. The next 3 picks, or I guess the next 2 picks now. There's a Google form. It's not mandatory or anything, but it helps me put names to faces and like fun facts about yourselves, and you could suggest future book club picks that you want possibly. So that's all down there. I do read those responses just so y'all know, so go check that out if you haven't already. My November book club pick, the live show for it is in December. If you've been here a while, you know that I can't remember shit. So I need to read my book club picks like the week of the live show. Hence why Small Angels by Lauren Owen is on my December TBR, but it's my November book club pick. This is a gothic fiction novel. I'm so excited for this. Like, look at this cover. It gives all the eerie woods vibes that I love. When I picked this, I wasn't aware that it was set at a wedding, but it's okay, you know, it could still be an eerie gothic fun time. And my guest host for this month is Kitty from Spicy Cats Reads. I'm so excited. The live show is going to be December 8th at 7 p.m. Central. Full moon is on December 7th, but that is also my boyfriend Joey's birthday, so I am moving it. If you didn't know, all the live shows are on the full moon unless announced otherwise, and all the announcements are on my personal Instagram because I don't have a separate one because that's too much work, and it's just Jan Agaton, always linked down below as well. So if you know me, I love a book that has a bunch of secrets. If there's gonna be a family dynamic, I want it to be a messy family. Weddings are not my favorite setting, but it's okay. If the writing does what I want it to do, this is a 4 or 5 star prediction for me. I really hope this delivers. If you want me to like go more in depth on the synopsis or whatever, it'll be in the next 3 book club picks video, linked down below. Where the hell? Oh, that's over there too. Hold please, one more time. And yes, I'm wearing purple leggings because I just changed my top and I filmed a video before this and I just came from the gym. Okay. As I was saying, with the book of the month challenges, you complete all these challenges and you get like a little prize. Like last year it was socks. So for the page pusher prompt, wait, this isn't even over 400 pages. Oh, I guess it is. It's 402 pages. I want to read Sign Here by Claudia Lux. This is a debut, so this could fulfill, you know, double whammy the prompts, but but I'm already reading a debut. I'm already almost done with a debut from Book of the Month, so we're gonna read this for the page pusher prompt. This is basically a parody of the corporate world. This guy works in the corporate world, but like it's a set in literal hell, and basically he has to get another family member to sell their soul for him to get a promotion in hell. As soon as I heard about this, I thought of Black Buck by something Ascari-Poor. I forgot their first name. Starts with an M, right? I don't know. But Black Buck was one of my favorite books of 2021, and it was like a parody on, again, like the corporate world, but this is set in hell, which is even like darker and right up my alley. I'm so excited for this. I hope the humor delivers. I've heard very good things about this book, and I love reading debut novels because I love discovering new authors. Okay, so I'm not gonna go grab them, but I have volume 7 right here of Monster, the Perfect Edition. Originally, I was supposed to read volumes 7 to 9 in December, but I think I'm gonna try to cram this into like the last day of November, so I make life easier for myself in December and just have to read volumes 8 and 9. This is a manga, a thriller manga series. I bought the box set for because I just trusted Bree from Lock Booktition and Ashley from Bookish Realm. I trusted their recommendations, and then a bunch of us started a read-along for this. Bree from Bree Cherie Reads, and Brandy from Books with Brandy Shanae, Erica from The Broken Spine, and Cami from Burrows and Books. But we're all in different places in the series. I think some people already finished it. I don't even know. It's there. It happened. It's happening, and I'm gonna see it through to the end. Oh, I also have The Empress of Time by Kylie Lee Baker, which I didn't get to last month, but this is a sequel to The Keeper of Night, which is my favorite YA fantasy as of right now. I did the whole like,
oh, as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna pick this up.
Didn't do it. So there's that. I guess a couple more carryovers from November that I didn't get to, and I know I'm not going to. It's the 28th today. Yeah, there's no way. But I really want to read The Measure before the end of the year. This is a dystopian novel about these people who get boxes at their front door sent to them, and they tell them the exact number of years you will live. It's pitched as The Midnight Library meets The Immortalist. The concepts of those two books, while the books themselves were mediocre as a whole, the concepts of the books were just mind-blowing. So I do want to read this because I heard the writing is phenomenal. So, and then another carryover is Autumn of the Grimoire by J.L. Vampa. This isn't too high on my priority list. I just told my patrons I would buddy read it. I set up the buddy read. I was just like obsessed with this for a little bit, or the idea of reading it, and I never got to it. But if you didn't know, I do have a Patreon now. It's called The Lair. It's vampire themed. We have a Discord where we talk about not only books but also fitness, Taylor Swift, caffeine, spooky things, all the good things, all the fun times. You know, you get exclusive content from me and things like that. So that'll all be linked down below. Autumn of the Grimoire is a witchy book. I just randomly saw it on Amazon, I think. I heard no one talk about this, but just sounds like something I would love. Just don't know when I'm actually gonna read it. If I get to it by the end of the year, there's that. If I'm randomly in the mood for a witchy book again. But next, I'm gonna talk about the 8 books that are left on my 22 books for 2022. Firstly, House of Earth and Blood. I put this on a couple TBRs this year. Clearly, I haven't even started. I think part of me is like, I know I'm gonna love this eventually because I heard, okay, part of me is pushing this off because I know I'm gonna love it and I want to wait till the paperback for the second book. But today I realized that I could get it from like Book Depository or something. Anyway, I've also been pushing it off because Cami has told me, Cami loves this book, like 5 stars, reread it, like this chonker, she reread it and she's sobbed and everything, but she said she wanted to DNF in the first 300 pages, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, that was deterring me from it, but now I'm excited for it again because Renee from Reading with Renee just posted her vlog about it. I'll link her channel down below. She made me excited for this book again because she also like kept DNFing and picking it back up and like couldn't make it through, but I haven't even tried yet, so we're gonna try. We are going to try. Okay. I also have Extasia by Claire Legrand. This was pitched to me as like Handmaid's Tale-esque, and I love the show. The book I loved after watching the show. This is like witchy. It's set in the quiet village of Haven, protected by 4 pious young women chosen by the elders to defeat an unspeakable evil, one that has slaughtered 9 men. When Amity joins their ranks, she discovers a hidden magic that gives her unfathomable Unfathomable power and destroys everything she believes in. Fierce feminist horror, perfect for fans of Rory Power. First person POV will consume readers from the first page. I've heard mixed things about this, that's why I kept pushing it off, but I'm hoping I'm like the unpopular opinion and I actually love it and it hooks me from the start because I need this to be a quick read. It's so floppy. I got this arc from this free bookstore that I found with my friend and I was so happy when I found it. This is one that I lost interest in over the months, but I got it as like discounted recently. Bone Orchard by Sarah A. Mueller. I heard about this first from Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction at the end of last year and I was like, wow, witchy. And the back says Charm is a traitor, a witch, a whore, a prisoner, a survivor, and now she must also solve the Emperor's murder. Ooh, I like the font though. I just hope I like this, but like this is the one I have the least interest in, which is weird because it's witchy, right? I just don't know. And I love this cover, but the premise is just not hooking me. It's like about like some emperor in the orchard house, the madam, and her haunting beautiful charges: shame, justice, desire, pride, and pain. Like, what does that even mean? Something about the empire concept is just not gripping me, but whatever. This I was so excited to read at first. I mean, I still am. I know once I get into it, I'll probably be hooked because the chapters I think are short and I love multi-POV type of books. And this is a dystopian and it deals with memory manipulation, which is another one of my favorite tropes. It's called Tell Me an Ending and it follows 4 different characters that have very unique backgrounds and personalities and occupations and things. The way the world has affected their memories are all different. This came out in March and I have yet to start it. Another floppy arc, by the way. This I bought like right when it came out. The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. This has short chapters as well. I'm just intimidated by its sheer size. That's what she said. But like, look, I know this will creep me out. So I think that's another reason I'm like kind of scared. Like, that's creepy. Like there's a little boy there and he's like blurry. I don't know. I've heard this actually has creeped out a few people. So yeah, but the chapters again are insanely short. So I just need to bite the bullet. Same with this. I just need to bite the bullet. A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I've been pushing this off because the margins from top to bottom are just non-existent. It has everything I want, like witches, dark academia, vampire. It's set in Oxford. There's vampires, there's werewolves, there's demons. I think there's werewolves. Maybe not. I don't know, but there's romance. It's just everything, but like, yo, that's over 500 pages. I have the whole trilogy. Okay, there's more than that. I have the first 3 books and everyone tells me how amazing this is and I just need to do it. I just need to do it. See what I mean? There are so many big books in this list. Like, how could I ever? There's no way. There's just no way, but we're gonna try our darndest. Okay, so for the books that I'm in the middle of, speaking of big books, I'm 70 pages into Babel. I know it's gonna be on my top 10 of 2022. But that's if I finish it by the end of the year. It's so dense. I'm loving it. It's so smart. Like, we get it, R.F. Kuang, you went to Harvard, okay? I just know I'm gonna love it. And I know I'm gonna be one of those who sobs at the end. I've already tabbed the living shit out of it. And I know I'm gonna have to buy packs and packs of these same tabs because I'm not gonna be able to stand it if it doesn't match. But Babel is one. This one is one that I'm not too concerned about. I'm only 26 pages in, but I was really enjoying it. More Than You'll Ever Know by Katy Gutierrez. This is a thriller type thing with like again a messy marriage and dual timelines, and you follow these 2 women. One husband murders the other, and the true crime writer who becomes obsessed with telling her story. So like the true crime element, like the humor was there, the dry humor, it was all there. I just don't know why I stopped, but I was having such a fun time annotating. Like, I'm like doodling and shit. I don't like these tabs that I'm using. I might have to redo that. This one I started last fucking year, so this one is one of my top priorities actually. All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I know I'm gonna love this. I still remember every single thing that happened in the 88 pages I read. I do. I swear to you, I remember. So clearly I was enjoying it. So I just need to freaking continue. It's a romance, it's slow burn. This woman is going through a breakup or a divorce or something and she moves back to her hometown. She rents this place. The landlord's son was the one who arranged it. The landlord didn't know about it. He's this grumpy dude. They fall in love. Another one that's really high on my priority list, I know I'm saying that for a lot of these books, but this I've been putting off for the past like year. Hunting Prince Dracula, the 2nd book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series by Carrie Maniscalco. This is another vampire book that I'm putting off. Guess what? Another fucking vampire book that I probably won't do because I'm on page 14. Like, there's no way. Like, this can wait. This one can wait, even though I was so excited about it and My sweetheart of a friend, Jayla, sent it to me. She was so excited to see my thoughts, and I'm sorry I have failed you, girl. I will get there eventually. I don't know what it is about these vampire books I keep putting off. Kingdom of the Curse. Also by Carrie Maniscalco. I'm 132 pages in, and this has vampires in it too. So, like, what the fuck? I was actually enjoying this book a lot, and I 5-starred the first one, so I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. Last book on this TBR, These Twisted Bonds, another sequel of a book that I fucking 5-starred. And another one that I was like, as soon as I get my hands on it, I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna finish it in one sitting. Like, girl, this came out in July. Literally, there are like barely any words on the page. Like, this is gonna go by so quickly. I loved the first one, These Hollow Vows. That was my first 5-star of the year, my first book of the year, and it had such cliche YA fantasy tropes, but I adored it. I adored all the characters, and I'm so ready for this. I might not recall everything from the first book, but I'm so ready for this, and I'm not gonna reread the first book before reading this. Yeah, so that is my very stressful TBR. I do have my like top priorities, and they're all like the bigger books. I know for sure I need to read Sign Here to get the book of the month thing out of the way. I'm definitely gonna read the manga in between all these big books. I just have goals, okay? A girl can dream. Oh, I'm also in the middle of The Cloisters by Katy Hayes, and this is another one that I'm like, I was obsessing over, and then I got the arc sent to me by the publisher, and I was like, I'm gonna read this as soon as I get it. Yeah, no, I'm on page 48, but I'm liking it. Do you see a trend here? But yeah, okay, let me know if we're unintentionally buddy reading any of these books in the comments down below. Also in the comments down below, if you made it to the end, leave the monkey emoji with the covering his eyes, because that's how I feel right now. Like, I almost said embarrassed from that one, like TikTok or whatever. I'm embarrassed by this TBR, so just wish me luck, okay? R.I.P. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all had a great day. Stay safe, stay positive, and stay festive always, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!